Hi, I'm Mike Hossie for SacredHeartPioneers.com, and joining me today are men's tennis head coach Paul Gagliardi and women's tennis head coach Mike Guastelle as the Pioneer tennis teams open up their spring season on Saturday night against NJIT in West Haven. Paul, we'll start with you. Your men finished 7th in the NEC last year, but they made it to the quarterfinals of the tournament, lost to the eventual champs in FDU. Who do you got coming back this year, and how did you guys look in the fall?
From last year, we pretty much have everybody coming back, and our fall season was very, very good. It was a good time for the players to develop their game, to work on things that they need to get done. I think we had good preparation for our spring season, and we'll see how it goes on Saturday night.
Now, of the guys coming back, who are guys that some people will look at when they look at results from the spring and go, wow, those guys are playing really well?
Definitely a few of our top players. We have Justin Pagan. He's a junior from New York, and he's playing very solid. We have Brian Power, also Pelham native from New York, and Matt Dean from Connecticut. Those are three guys that are playing really well. So we're looking for big things for them in the spring.
And like the women's team, they made the NEC semifinals last season. You have a couple of really good sophomores coming back, and Katie Renzel and Paige Olsen. Talk about their fall seasons.
Paige and Katie had a really good fall season along with Lindsay Post, our other juniors. So they had a really good, like I said, fall season. Katie got to the finals, semifinals at Quinnipiac tournament. So I think, after a year's experience from last year, and as well as their play this fall, I really expect big things out of those three.
Now, tennis is a unique sport, and both of you guys can answer this question, in that you have a fall season of 3 or 4 tournaments where your players can hone on their individual skills. Now in the spring, it's all about the team duel matches. Does that change the way you guys may coach from season to season, just in terms of what you have to do to prepare for the different types of play you run into?
Well, certainly you're looking to get the guys to become one cohesive unit. Even though it's an individual sport, we have the team format, and so one player on one court can really, if he's really enthusiastic and cheering for his teammates, can help the player on the next court. So I really like to try to get the guys to get excited about not only their own match, but to also think about all the players that are around them and how they can affect their teammates' matches as well.
Right. I think some of the differences in the fall is focusing on more the individual and stuff that you want to accomplish with that particular player. So, I'll try, if I want one of our players to, go for more on the forehand side than they may be used to, at least it's in a less competitive team format. It's more individual, and I feel like the fall's more of a practice session a little bit as compared to when we get into the matches, coming into the spring dual match season.
Because it's interesting too with the team format as well, is that it's not one match after one match after one match for you guys. It's the 3 doubles matches and then the 6 singles. So you have to kind of have to keep track of everything going on at the same time. How tricky is that to kind of go through in a dual match?
Well, I think as the match starts, you're really, you're looking over 6 matches, and you kind of try to key in on 3 or 4 that you think are going to be the key matches. You see that maybe one player is going to be either way more is okay. He's looking like he's going to have a pretty easy match, and maybe another one is looking like he's a little bit over his head. And then you have the ones in between. You might have those 3 or 4 where you can really get down on the court and coach the players and make a difference in the match.
Right. I agree, and I think you also just have to find out from each of your players what they want. Some of my kids could care less if I'm there in the beginning of the match. Others want me there the first 3 or 4 games. And, that's some of the stuff you're trying to find out about your players, especially in the fall season, especially for your incoming freshmen. They've never played for you, and you've never coached them, so you're trying to find out a lot of the stuff in the fall, and then it translates into when you have the spring dual matches.
All right, guys, good luck on this season, and hopefully soon the snow will melt. You guys get out on the tennis courts out here near the Pitt Center. See you guys once the weather starts to warm up a little bit. Again, both tennis teams are in action at Coleman Heyman Tennis Center in West Haven Saturday night, 7 o'clock against NJIT.